Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Salty Walty in the Zaku Cannon Rabbit type. Salty titled the file that he sent me Need Buffs, but we've kind of been talking about lately, basically all the, really early GBO2 suits probably need buffs at this point. Zaku Cannon Rabbit type was always fun though. Has a good set of weapons. The big guns on the hips are usually pretty good if you can land the missiles. The shoulder cannon is not bad, but yeah, as you can see, the big guns very nice. They do, of course, have limited ammo, of course, but yeah, also has access to an MMP-80, a smoke dispenser. It's got a decent arsenal. It's probably there's definitely more year one suits more deserving of buffs in my opinion, but yeah. So far so good. Like they're basically one mobile suit ahead of the enemy team, and yeah, and when you get a nice like stationary target like that, you can do a lot. I think it's doing pretty decent damage. The caveat to all of this, of course, is that the second a raid gets a hold of it, there's going to be a problem. Also, there's a problem sometimes with weapon switches on some suits where if you fire too quickly, they will have not just swung into position yet, and you will fire someplace weird. I've that that's a bigger problem I feel with hand weapons, but yeah, it can happen to anything if, depending on the weapon swap animation. Let's see, support fire coming in. I'm assuming that person probably ordered it. 710 damage when their iframes ended. Good stun there. Yeah, and somebody's coming up behind Salty, so it's a good time to pull back, especially since that is, I think with that two-part downswing, that's the Makuve goof. Sounds right. I could be wrong, but yeah, good teamwork there between Salty and the other player. They took it down very quickly, which is, the good thing to do when you are facing down a raid in, again, a cannon type. I I like the cannon types. I because of their there's the Dozel Zaku. Good counter. I like the cannon types. I don't get to use them as often as I used to, just because of that certain amount of vulnerability to fast moving raids. But I do enjoy them. I would love to see the light type gun cannon get added to the game. I like that design in G-Quux. It's I could, I could make a case for that being a general. It's not, it's not quite a gun cannon. It's not quite a gym. I guess that makes it a gym cannon. But no, if anything, it's probably roughly equivalent to the gym cannon space type that is now in GBO2 because it is, it's got lighter weight legs. Just is generally, a little bit more general use than the classic gym cannon. It also has beam saber, which would be nice. So far so good for Salty. Yeah, I was about to say that's going to be a case of mostly smashing the shield because it was kind of in the way as they tend to be. But yep, MMP-80 took it out, and yeah, that is three things lined up. Luckily, they're kind of in a tight corridor, so and Salty's got a chance to pull back and get closer to the rest of his team. Unfortunately, yeah, that there's that. Oh, I bet that's not a Makuve goof. That's a Zaku, isn't it? Oh, the Alma Zaku. Yeah, that has the Alma High Mobility Zaku ground type. Yeah, that has the two-part melee pattern. I was not placing it correctly, but yeah, so I like that one too. I haven't run it in a while, but I like the Code Fairy suits. I'm glad the level twos are now available in the game. So if you did not buy Code Fairy, you at least have access to those suits. And if you want the level ones, most of them, you do still have to play the game. There's a few exceptions that were not Code Fairy tie-in suits, like the Dom Nomidus, and I want to say one or both of the Gym Spartans, possibly. I think one of them, But yeah, eh, again, all fun to use. So far though, so good. And yep, just kind of hanging tight and waiting for a good opportunity. Looks like most of the enemy team is either on the lower level or near it. So another one of those things that was a late addition to GBO2 is the fact that uh, dots on the radar are now darker when something's below you and brighter when they are above you. So, oh, lost number 4. I'm, since team seems to be doing okay, I'm gonna assume that was just a network problem. They do happen. It's easy to just assume somebody disconnected on purpose in this game, and it's not always the case. So it's hard to get out of the habit of reflexively blaming people for stuff. And honestly, I feel like it's one of the healthiest things you can do. I still default to it sometimes when I don't mean to or don't want to, but yeah, it's just you know, even if you are incorrect, and there was in fact some kind of intent, it's just healthier for you. Keeps your blood pressure down, and in situations where you know the motive is not as important as the outcome, like when you're just down a person here, yeah, just best to move on if you can. But that is my thought anyway. And as all I like to mention, these are things that are all much easier when you have your when you are able to have or get your brain chemistry in order. So see, 1 minute left, and yeah, Salty's team has a solid lead. They did plant a bomb at the base, and there is time for it to go off. I'm pretty sure if things stay as they are, Salty's team will still be able to maintain a lead, even if that bomb goes off. But we will see how that goes. Um, let's see, yeah. Yeah, they're mostly sticking together and making sure that they, everybody stays alive. Try and expand that lead and maintain it. Which, good use of the big guns there. That's a weapon that I think is still pretty solid as it is. Other things might need buffed, but that one's not there. I'm not sure if Salty got a stun through or if just the boombox missile was so close to him that it stunned the Haimo Zaku too. But yeah, that either way, yeah, that they managed to fend that off and maintain their lead, and that is that. So yeah, very good round. Let's see what we got. We have got okay, 46-10, so about half the team's score for Salty. 116,000 damage, very nice. So 10 to 1, really nice. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Still trying to figure out what I think are going to be the next couple of weeks for the anniversary suits. I still think there's a possibility of seeing the Freedom Gundam before the end of the month on PSN, though that might be a few too many 2 stars close together. Or 4 star, five, Rob. That's 5 stars. That is many stars. Maelstrom was suggesting, are they 4 stars? Either way, there's a bunch of stars, and I think the Freedom may have too many of them to be just like that close to a couple of major releases. Regardless, if that doesn't happen, Maelstrom was suggesting possibly the Vignagina, which I think is a decent possibility. It may just be wishful thinking, but I'm also kind of hoping we could see the G-Fred here in a couple of weeks. I feel like that's a strong case since the model was just released in Japan. That seems like a possibility, but I guess we will find out.